Good morning, everyone. I welcome you all in today's online class. So, today it is the last class related to chapter number 9 and the life of early men. And today in this class, we are going to discuss about the D4, D5, and from E1 to E5 question answer from exercise. So in the last class we discussed about the question answer A number, tick the correct option, then B number, that is fill in the blanks, then C number, that is arrange the sentences according to the that is happenings and sequence, and then that is D1, mention the sources that enable us to understand the history of early man, then D2, list the 3 phases of Stone Age, and D3, how did early man obtain his food. So it was the last question in last class, in previous class. So now today in today's class we will start from D4. So what is the question? State any 2 uses of fire in the old Stone Age. So as we know that we have already discussed that fire was discovered in the old Stone Age or Paleolithic Age when that is accidentally, that when 2 stones were rubbed by the Paleolithic man, then suddenly or accidentally, that is what fire was discovered due to the friction between the 2 stones when 2 stones were rubbing at that time. So it was the remarkable discovery by the Paleolithic man. Why it was remarkable? Because we have already seen that I have provided the class notes also, that it helps to protect the Paleolithic men to protect themselves from that is wild animals. It kept them warm in the cold weather, and also that is what it helped them to roast the food and to make the food more tasty. So that's why. So here the question wants to know only 2 points, that's why I have given 2 points: safety from the wild animals, and second one, roasting the food to make it more tasty. Next question, D5, what is meant by Chalcolithic period? Already you have written the class note. I have told the Chalcolithic, this word is derived from 2 words. Chalco means what? Copper, and lithic means stone, that means lithos from there. So it is one type of age when copper was used and also side by side stone was used. But Chalcolithic period, it is a part of metal age, because the first metal which was used by human beings, that is copper. So Chalcolithic period means it was the age when copper was used and also side by side the stones were used. So here the answer, the age or period in the life of early man when copper was used along with stones to make tools, utensils, etc., is known as the Chalcolithic period. The literal meaning of the word Chalcolithic, Chalco means copper and lithic means stone, that I have already told you. Next, that is E1, describe any 4 major changes that took place in human life during Mesolithic age. That means in the middle Stone Age, what type of things happened, what type of incidents happened, what type of good changes occurred. This thing we have to find out here. So only 4 points you have to write down, because in class notes I have provided so many points. Here you have to write down only 4. So I have chosen these 4 points which are more important, which are that is significant changes. These 4 points are given here. The Mesolithic men also started to use bones and horns to make tools. We have already seen in Paleolithic, that means old Stone Age, tools were only made with the help of stones, but in Mesolithic age tools were made with the help of stones, side by side also bones and horns. The man of Mesolithic age started making huts with the branches of trees. Before that we saw that the old Stone Age man was living that is in caves or beneath the tree or on the tree branches, etc. But now in the Mesolithic age they started to make their own huts with the branches of trees. That's why it is the change. Gradually the man became a food producer, because in Mesolithic age, that means in old Stone Age, we saw that is what they were food gatherers and hunters, but here that is what food producers. that is the also the change. He also started taming animals, it is also a change, like cow, goat, sheep, pig. And also I told you what is the first animal, what is the first animal tamed, that is dog. Next, E2, what were the beliefs of Neolithic men about life? This thing also I discussed you. Some believed, like they believed in that is life after death. They also thought that earth as their mother, and that's why they worshipped it. And also they thought that life after death, that's why the dead were buried along with the objects like beds, like pots, tools, etc. That they used in their life. And why were they buried these things with the dead bodies? Because it was believed that they might need them in another life, because they believed in life after death. After death also there is the possibility of new life, that's why. E3, how did the invention of wheel help in the development of human civilization? Invention of wheel, it was, that is in the Neolithic age. So let us find out. It helped in the first movement of people with the help of chariots, etc. That means it helped in the transportation. Before that, people were moving by their own feet, and that's why it was very slow. But now, after the invention of wheel, the movement of the people became, that is what, fast. It helped the Neolithic men in pottery, because when we want to make pots, then we need wheel. That's why it is also a great achievement. That means next, that is, it had a great significance in weaving and spinning. I have told weaving and spinning, this is related to the cloth making and also the making of thread from the cotton, silk and wool. Next, that is E4, distinguish between Paleolithic and Neolithic age. We have to compare with Paleolithic, that means Old Stone Age, Neolithic, Neo Stone Age, with on which basis? Tools. What type of tools were used in Old Stone Age, what type of tools were used in New Stone Age, what type of occupations of the people in Old Stone and New Stone, and also what were the inventions in the Old Stone Age and New Stone Age. This thing we have to find out here. So I have made a table. You will also draw the table in this way. And then first one, that already question has given, that is what, 3 criteria, 3 subject matters. Who are them? Tools, occupations, invention. So let us see. Paleolithic age means tools were crude, unpolished, and also stones were used. But Neolithic age means polished, because we know Neolithic men was skillful. They were more skilled than the other ages men, that's why. So polished stone and bones, horns were used in the Neolithic age. Occupations, food gathering and hunting in the Old Stone Age, but in Neolithic age, crop cultivation, and also that is pottery, that means making of pots, weaving, that means making of clothes, and also that is next subject matter, inventions. Under inventions, fire was discovered in Old Stone Age, and here that is wheel was invented. So this is the comparison. Next, last question, E5, how were the tools of Paleolithic man different from that of Mesolithic? That means we have to compare, we have to find out the difference in tools of Middle Stone and the Old Stone Age. So tools were made with stones in the Old Stone Age, only by stones, but in Middle Stone Age, stones, bones and horns, these were used to make the tools. And in Paleolithic age, tools were crude and unpolished, but Mesolithic age, tools were slightly different, they were polished. So these are the differences between Paleolithic and Mesolithic age tools. So that's all for today. If you have till now any query, you feel free to contact, and so write down these class notes, write down these question answer in your classwork copy, and keep it up to date. So thank you and have a great day.